recognition.
I have a motion at the desk,
The
Mr.
clerk will
Speaker.
report the motion.
Ms. Clark of Massachusetts moves to lay the resolution on the table.
The question is on the motion offered by the gentlewoman from Massachusetts. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. No. In the opinion of the chair, the noes have it.
I'm not even going to overstate this, but when someone like Ilhan Omar makes a comment this reckless, you already know the backlash is coming. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and share, because our viewers aren't fooled by headlines like this. We actually break things down properly. Now here's what they're telling you. That Republicans rushed in with a resolution to deport her after what she said about Charlie Kirk. Sounds dramatic, sounds decisive, sounds like something big just happened. But when you actually slow down and look at it, what was said, what was proposed, and what actually made it to the floor, it starts to look very different from the headline. And this is where it gets interesting, because there was a reaction, there was a push, but not in the way they're trying to sell it. Let's walk through what really happened.
House Resolution 713, whereas Charlie Kirk was a lifelong advocate for freedom of speech, civil political discourse, and the political engagement of youth, whereas Charlie Kirk was a man of deep faith, a husband, and a father of 2 young children, whereas on September 10, 2025, Charlie Kirk was assassinated on the campus of Utah Valley University while exercising his First Amendment right to freedom of speech. Whereas on September 11, 2025, one day after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Representative Ilhan Omar gave an interview on a Zateo town hall with Mahdi Hassan in which she smeared Charlie Kirk and implied he was to blame for his own murder. Whereas on September 12, 2025, 2 days after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Representative Ilhan Omar reposted a video on X, formerly known as Twitter, which disparaged the character of Charlie Kirk and those mourning his death. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X states, Charlie Kirk is dead, and before the body got cold, the far right propped his corpse up as a cardinal for their holy war. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states, don't be fooled. These people don't give a single shit about Charlie Kirk. They are just using his death to further their Christo-fascist agenda. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states Charlie Kirk was a reprehensible human being. He enacted his political agenda by preying on weak-minded people. He took complex socioeconomic issues and simplified them by pointing fingers at outgroups, demonizing those groups, and seeking his massive following on them. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states Charlie Kirk was a stochastic terrorist, an adamant transphobe. He denied the genocide happening in Palestine. He believed in the subjugation of women. And in his last dying words, he was spewing racist dog whistles. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states Charlie Kirk was Dr. Frankenstein and his monster shot him through the neck. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further blames Charlie Kirk for his own murder. Whereas Clause 1 of Rule 23 of the Rules of the House of Representatives provides a member, delegate, resident commissioner, officer, or employee of the House shall behave at all times in a manner that shall reflect credibly on the House. And whereas Representative Ilhan Omar's actions in the wake of the assassination of Charlie Kirk are reprehensible and affect the dignity and integrity of the proceedings of the House and do not reflect credibly on the House. Now therefore be it resolved that 1, Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota be censured. 2, Representative Ilhan Omar forthwith present herself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure. 3, Representative Ilhan Omar be censured with the public reading of this resolution by the Speaker. And 4, Representative Ilhan Omar be and is hereby removed from the Committee on Education and Workforce and the Committee on the Budget of the House.
So here's the reality. Republicans didn't suddenly come together with some serious, actionable plan to deport Ilhan Omar, because legally, that doesn't even make sense. She's a U.S. citizen. That's not how this works. What actually happened is this. After her comments about Charlie Kirk, there was outrage, especially from Republicans who felt the remarks crossed a line. And that outrage turned into a formal move, specifically a censure resolution led by Nancy Mace. Now that is real. That's Congress saying we formally condemn this behavior. But here's the part they don't emphasize. The resolution didn't even pass. It failed by a razor-thin margin, with some Republicans not backing it. So when you hear they're trying to deport her, what you're actually looking at is a mix of political frustration, strong rhetoric, and a headline that stretches it way beyond what actually happened. And that's the pattern. Something serious happens, people react, and then the story gets turned into something bigger than the facts can support. This is why details matter.